Hi friends! Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by this weekend. I know some of you might have a busy weekend, so I really do appreciate it when you stop by and say hello. Maybe hello in the comments. Please say hello. But when you stop by and watch my videos, it really means a lot to me, so thank you. So I'm getting ready to head out to go get my hair done. I need a touch up really bad. Look at all this growth. I haven't gotten my hair touched up since December, so it's starting to look a little bad. But wanted to chat with you guys, see how everyone's doing. My face is really dry, but it's also breaking out a lot lately. I've gotten a little bit of dry skin, and my seborrhea is coming back around my eyes. So I have to be careful about what I put around my eyes. But my argan oil from Physicians Formula is what I'm putting on my eyes, or my face right now. And I really like this oil because it just does not, this particular one doesn't break me out. So I also really like the Josie Marin one. My face feels tight today, so the oil just helps to relieve that tension. So anyway, I'm also going to put some EOS lip balm on. I got a set of 3 of these for Christmas, and I've never really tried their stuff before, but I'm enjoying the flavor. I think this one is, oh, it doesn't say. I don't even know what that is. I think it's like apple cider or something holiday-esque, but really like it. I've been going with kind of bronzy looks lately, but the weather's not that nice out today. It's okay, but nothing like, the sun's out, unfortunately. So I'm not going to go super bronzy because I would look a little out of place. Instead, I'm just going to grab a random palette from my many palettes. I have no idea which one I should grab. Should I do a blind grab? I think I'll do a blind grab and use whatever comes out. Before I do that, I'll fill in my brows really quickly. I'm almost out of this particular pencil, but I have a backup. But I am on a no spend kick right now on makeup and things I just don't need. So clothing, shoes, all that stuff, I just don't really, I'm not buying anything. When I'm done with a good product, I'm trying to use some of the other stuff I have, and it's really hard to go back to the stuff I don't like as much. But I am happy I have a backup of this. At first I wasn't sure about it because it's a thicker crayon size, but I've grown accustomed to it, and I just really like how it applies when I have the oil on my face. It's smooth and it's really fast and seamless. And then it has the spoolie on the other end, which of course makes the brows look a little bit more natural. I don't think my brows are going to be super nice to me today. The shaping sometimes works really well, and sometimes they just look like distant cousins. You know, cliche that's been going around for years. Your eyebrows don't have to be twins, they just have to be sisters. Well, I think mine are looking like distant cousins at this point. I need to shape my eyebrows a little bit better. That's going to be good enough. Just leave that. So I'm getting kind of hungry, and I have some stuff downstairs in the fridge that I could eat up, but I kind of want to go eat out because I just got paid the other day, and it's a nice thing that I do for myself is allow myself to go out and eat every so often. And last night I was good and just bought a sandwich, like a $5 sandwich at the grocery store, instead of spending money on eating out, which was my original intention. But when I go out to eat, I try to bring something along with me, so I'm not just on my phone. So I usually bring my journal so I can write, and right now I'm actually trying to write a lot more, not necessarily just for me, but I'm actually writing a book. So I like to sit and write, and unfortunately I had forgotten my journal, my diary of sorts, at the house, and it was just too late in my trip to go back and grab it. So I just thought, you know what, I will just grab something quick and do my other errands, and that should be good. Alright, so I'm covering up my nasty little dry patch here that broke open and was bleeding, and I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is NC20. Nothing too special here, just dab, dab, pat, blend, 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 blend. There's a lot of texture to this, so I prefer to use my fingers so that brushes, regardless of it being synthetic hair or natural hair, just tends to lift the product. But if you have enough product on your finger, it doesn't lift it. It just kind of packs it in and lets it dry. The struggle's real today. This is not wanting to stick. Alright, I'm just going to have like this little dot in my face until it dries down a little bit. You know, I have so many imperfections right now, and I'm okay with that. I'm just covering up the red ones. And redness there on my nose. Looks like I'm picking my nose, but I'm not. I'll go a little bit under the eyes. I have a little bit of dark circles there. I ran out of melatonin recently, and I have been having the hardest time staying asleep. So I finally bought some last night, and I went to bed super late. I went to bed around 1 something in the morning. So yeah, partying it up. Not really. I was actually working on a crocheting project. Went to bed late, and I took some melatonin in hopes that I would fall asleep. And I'm trying the Ollie brand out, and I'm not sure yet if I like it. I like the chewable gummy type source because I have a hard time swallowing pills sometimes. They just get stuck in my throat and I gag or throw it up, and it dissolves in my mouth and it's disgusting. So I like the chewable kind myself. If I had to have a preference, that would be it. I'm going to use a little bit of powder. I'm going to use the Candy Johnson banana powder under my eyes because it'll add just a little bit of color to counteract some of that purple dark circle look. The only thing I don't like about this powder is that it is so yellow that you can't just use it as a normal setting powder. And at first I tried it the way that it was recommended to try it in her videos and from Too Faced as kind of an all over like under eye powder and baking with it, and don't bake with it. It will make you look like a banana. I would rather use a loose powder for something like that. Yellow isn't meant to counteract red. Green does that. So if you need to color correct, then I would recommend using green for like redness. Yellow is great for purples and blue tones. If you're interested, I'd be happy to do kind of a color correction video. This time I'm going to take a little bit of foundation powder and a light fluffy brush and just pack a little bit on top. Much better. Don't see the texture. Got a little bit around my nose. So if you ever watched that video, and I'll put it in the card up above, I talked a lot. I did kind of a haul from Daiso with some of the Japanese makeup brands that they had there, or Japanese. Some of them are actually American brands posing as Japanese brands or Asian brands. But anyway, this was the mineral compact powder, and I put it over the foundation, and I recall there being this weird metallic scent. I haven't noticed that with the powder on its own, so I think it might have just been the combination with that foundation, which I hate still to this day. It's just sitting in that drawer and I have no idea what to do with it because it's too dark to use as a concealer, unfortunately. So for the eyes, what should I do? Oh yeah, that's right, I was going to do a blind grab. Alright, I'm going to close my eyes and grab a palette. Here we go. Let's see what I've got. They don't even sell this anymore, so I apologize. M Cosmetics. This is one of the Shade Play Casablanca Neutrals palette. I got this because I was a long-time subscriber of Ipsy and still am to this day. But because I was around since the very beginning, I had gotten a free palette as a thank you. And lo and behold, they don't sell these anymore because M Cosmetics has changed its focus of products and is reformulating under new ownership, all that stuff. You can Google it if you're interested. I'm not going to go into all the details of that because I'm not a gossip channel, but you can find it somewhere. Alright, so for the eyes, I'm going to my Smashbox Lid Primer. I'm almost out of this, so I'm sad. And I have many other primers, so I don't need to go buy anymore. I have Urban Decay and Too Faced, so those work very well, but I've been gravitating towards this one because it does that color correction almost, kind of overlaying some color. As I mentioned before, if they made this into a BB cream, this would be like holy grail of BB creams because it's a primer, and I love their primer so much that it would be perfect. But I digress. So there's not a lot of color to work with here, and so if you look closely at this shadow here, this vanilla shadow, there we go. Yeah, you can see it. You can see that it got really hard, so I ended up having to scrape it. So I don't know if this is actually going to work for me. Yeah, I remember this formula. I didn't like it because it was very powdery. Pigmentation was lacking with how powdery it was. It just washed away as soon as you brushed it on. Of course, I had to pick a palette I'm not a huge fan of. So all over base color will be the white, because this should have been the bigger color, I'll be honest. If I were to design a palette, I would make the lighter color like this the olive color, because I tend to use those more than anything else, especially since they're matte. And I prefer off-white because I have a warmer skin tone. If you have a cooler skin tone, you can get away with pure white, but I like the warmer one myself. Into the crease we go with this bottom color. This is more of a taupe shadow. Okay, you know what? Maybe this will work. There's a little bit of color payoff. Okay, so maybe I spoke hastily when I said that I don't like this palette, because I don't remember using it too many times to be able to formulate a really strong opinion on it. It was just one I didn't really care much for. This color's nice. It works really well as that transition crease color. For an outer crease color, I'm going to use a little bit of a darker color. Well, actually a very much darker color, this bottom one here. But just a little bit in the crease, or the outer crease, outer V area. Give myself a little bit of a smoky look. This is actually really nice. I like this. This looks pretty. Again, I must have been a little hasty. That white one, I tell you what, that was not very good. Back then, when these palettes were still available and the brand was just launched, they were really expensive. I remember that being a turnoff, because I couldn't justify spending that much money on a palette that just didn't really have unique colors or textures that called to me, and it was a brand that you couldn't go to the department store or to Ulta or Sephora to swatch to see if it was something worth your while. So I was really reluctant to purchase anything, and I ended up purchasing, I think, an eyeliner or two and a lipstick or something. I did like the eyeliner, but the other stuff was kind of so-so. I mean, not horrible. They weren't a terrible brand, but just not my favorite. There were definitely brands that were cheaper that I liked better in terms of quality and pigmentation, color payoff, and those types of things. I found that it was a little expensive for what they were asking, or what quality they had, and what they were what market they were trying to attract. You can't expect, you know, a 14, 15-year-old to spend $75 on a large palette. That's just ridiculous. If she had that kind of money, she'd probably go spend it on Lancome or Estee Lauder, because her mom might take her to go get those brands. You know what I'm saying? I went on my own. After I graduated high school and had my first job, I ended up going and treating myself with my first or second paycheck at Macy's. And I said, hey, I want some foundation, and I tried out Benefit for the first time. So there's not really any shimmery shadow in this palette that I want to pop on the lid, so I'm going to take a color from another palette. I feel like maybe I should do green, because today is St. Patty's Day. So the green I'm going to use is Graffiti from Urban Decay, and it's from their whatever this palette is. Hello, that's so pretty. I kind of feel like maybe I should use a little bit of Fix Plus to really make that pop, but we'll see. Tappity tap 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 tap. Yeah, this color is not paying off as much as I was hoping it would. I really wanted just a boom in your face, zing zing of color. I have a little tiny one. Much better. You ever find yourself doing your makeup and then thinking, oh, I have to really concentrate? Usually it's when you do mascara or lip liner or something like that, where you just can't talk. I don't know why I can't talk with doing eyeshadow. It's so weird. It's not like this is a precise science or anything like that. Okay, let's blend that in. Green eyeshadow and a yellow shirt. least I'm wearing black leggings and a black sweater, so it kind of balances it all out, but hey yo, what's up? I wasn't even gonna wear like a heavier makeup look, but then I got inspired by St. Patty's Day. So, you know what, I just realized my eyebrows are a little wonky. I'm gonna fix those. And earlier I was thinking, oh, it's alright. Don't need to fix those. Yes, I do. The more I mess with my brows, the worse they look. So I need to just stop while I'm ahead. But this side's so much thinner. Alright. Stop. Okay, I'm stopping. Alright, for my eye makeup or my eyeliner, I am not going to go crazy. I'm just adding a little bit of brown on the outer edge to elongate my eyes. Make my lash line appear a little bit longer this way. Especially since I wear glasses, I have to make my eyes look a little bit bigger than they are. Yeah, going back to what's on my agenda today, I'm going to go get my hair touched up after I run to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription. I'm going to go get lunch. Mascara time. I'm using my curling mascara from Paris Hilton. I really love this mascara. But I think I'm done. I don't think I want to apply any more makeup. My mascara and everything looks good. My brows are as good as they're going to get, so I need to stop messing with those. Except I see an issue. Arg, I see something I need to fix. I'm going to mess up my eyebrows. I just know it. I'm not having a good brow day today, guys. This is just ridiculous. I need to trim them and groom them a little bit better. I'm going to add a little highlighter to my face because even though it's not sunny out, a little bit of glow never hurt anybody, right? And then add some to the brow bone. I'm using an Essence one. This is the Grammy Goes Glammy. I've been using this a lot lately. It's one of those eyeshadows I told you guys about before. There we go, and that's that. That's it. My makeup's done. I'm gonna head out. I feel like I'm missing an errand in there somewhere. I have to go to the store and get some... What do I need to get? I need to get toilet paper. That's what I need to get. Real life people, you know, it's not about glamour, glitz, and glitter. Although I wish it could be sometimes because glitter's fun. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video entertaining, fun, relatable in so many ways, and that you guys have an awesome St. Patty's Day. This video will probably not be up until Sunday, but regardless, I still hope you guys have an awesome holiday, and be safe, have fun, don't drink too much if you're drinking, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day. Stay electric. Bye!